through some things for me to, get my focus at a better level. I'm going in musher now, so I can handle it better. Whereas if I just got everything then, I would have been missed.
You're beautiful just the way you are, 'cause you're a rising star. Shine inspires, shine inspires, shine inspires.
Well, hello,
yeah.
beautiful people of God. Welcome back to Shine Inspires. Today I am out to eat with one of my coworkers, and we are at Blue Crab. We're at Blue Crab. She ain't never been here. Yeah, like, honestly, like, that's just like how I've been feeling, and I think that's one of the things that keep me going. You know what I'm saying? Like
the feeling of
me just feeling the success, like, and thanking God by seeing the success. It's just so beautiful, and people think you're crazy for real. They're like, how you can? That's faith, though. You can't see faith.
Yeah. They be looking at you crazy. Like, what you need to feel it like?
Yeah.
You gotta experience it to know the feeling.
You got to go through life and, learn to appreciate some things and stuff like that to get you to that place.
That's key. A lot of people, I should be a preacher.
What's your opinion?
A lot of people just don't know.
Facts.
I'm grateful for everything that, like, I have now, and just being who I am today. I'm grateful.
Yeah, and the sad part about it is a lot of people don't admit this, but I'm even grateful for the things that I had to go through to get me here. Because I feel like then had I, experienced life like it's going to be now, I would have been immature to receive what it was. Now God had to take me through some things for me to, get my focus at a better level. I'm going in musher now. So I can handle it better. Whereas if I just got everything then, I would have been messed up, honestly,
Yeah.
So for sure, definitely grateful, like, for it all.
That's
Definitely for it all. And then, like, people don't be understanding, like, but for young people, especially young women, God is, and it's just the guidance for me. Like, I never was taught to do this or do that. Everything that I know is strictly because I did my own research, or because I asked somebody, or because God just instilled it in me, you know what I'm saying? That's why people are like, oh, well, they were like, oh, well, are you going to help your family when you come? No, because when I was down and out, my family didn't help me. And it's not that I'm being low down and dirty towards them, because at the end of the day, I still pray for them. Even though they cast me out, I still pray for them, you know what I'm saying? So I cannot be moved by what my family want me to do or what everybody else want me to do. No, I'm only moved by God. When if he tell me right now to jump up and down, I'm going to do that, because that's what God is telling me to do. So I try to move by the voice of God, the hand of God. I don't like to move on my own, because I find myself moving on my own and I mess my life up, And it wasn't things that people did to me, it's things I did to myself. And everybody can admit, oh yeah, I was in the wrong. No, I was in the wrong. When I went through last year, I went through that because I chose to go through that. It was plenty ways of escape. Unfortunately, God had to, like, almost take me out for me to see it, but it's just, I don't take that stuff for granted. That's why I'm so high in my faith. That's why I'm so high with God, like, because I don't take that stuff for granted. I play and all, but I mean business.
And that's how you know it's real, because business. like when you go through something and you realize, like, that maybe you were the problem, or like you was causing it, like, that's how you know it's like change is to come, or like your moment is there. Like, it took a lot for me. Like I said, I was like, my pride used to be a mug.
Really?
Like, yeah, like, I used to hate it to admit that I was wrong, or to be in the wrong, or I could do no wrong. I was always right. But then, like, me hurting others, it had to realize, hey, maybe you need to take a self-evaluation, and I was the problem. But then I changed. I'm changing. So yeah, I could talk all day about my life.
I mean, but that's good. That's good though, because I know you probably can attest to it. There's probably a point in your life where you weren't able to talk about it. You was in this dark place.
Yeah, that's not, like, I thought it was the right way, because it's like, you don't know who to talk to. You don't know who to confide in, because, like, I was always afraid of me telling my story to someone, they try to backfire and use it on me. But I'm just like, how can I put it? I had to realize that everybody ain't out there to get you, but majority of everybody is, though. But you just got to be mindful of who you let in.
And another thing to add on to what you're saying right now is about to kindness of strangers. I'm gonna tell you that will take you a long way. You know, sometimes it will be your family members, people that are close to you that will hurt you worse than somebody that you just seen off the street. That help you 9 out of 10 quicker. You know, so you just really have to pray for that discernment and ask God, like, God, give me the vision to see when people come to me, let me see them in the spiritual way first. Because if I can sit in the spiritual first, I can pretty much determine in the natural if it's going to be like, you know, good or bad.
Yeah.
You know, so you definitely have to pray for that discernment, you know. But I had to get to that place too where I had to stop thinking that everybody was out to get me, you know. And even now, I still be like kind of on eggshells opening up to people, you know, because you don't want nobody to throw that in, and you don't want them to throw that in your face. But Bishop, the church we just went to, Bishop, when I first started going there, he prophesied to me. And one of the things he said was, he said, never be embarrassed. He said, never be embarrassed. She's going to have to. Give us 5 more minutes. We're so sorry.
Sure, no, it's okay, lady.
Yes, we're so sorry. Yes, we're so sorry. But he was like, never be afraid and never be embarrassed of where God has brought you from. And when I tell you that, just I needed that because I had just moved here. I needed that, and it just, woo. When I tell you, it made me just, it did like something to me. And a lot of things he had prophesied to me were actually true. You know, I'm a writer, so I had a lot of things I wrote down, and he didn't know me from a can of worms. You know, I wasn't even a member at the time. I had just started going there, and I think after a month or 2 of me going there, he prophesied to me. He said like everything that was in my phone, and it just brought tears to my eyes. Like, I couldn't help but to cry like a baby because I'm like, how do you know? But that's how you know God can send people to you.
That's how I felt at church today. I don't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good. You're good.
Like when he was talking, it was just like let go, and like if you don't love me, like just let me go. Like I felt that. Like I felt like he was just like touching me. I was just like, I needed to be here today. Yeah. I should have been here in the church. It's like you had that feeling to go, but it's just like
it's the enemy. The adversary try to make you everything go wrong so you won't go, because he knows that if you go, you're gonna get what you need. You know, so I definitely understand where you're coming from. Like,
thanks for inviting me to church.
Oh no, for sure. Like, and then like I mean, like I barely talk to people. Like, you know, and out of the workplace, I only talk to 2 people. You know, for real. And it's like I want the best for y'all. I don't just talk to y'all just because the burn time. I'm talking to you because I want you to be better. I want you to live out your full potential. I want you to get everything that the devil then took from you. You know, I want you to live your life to what you want to live your life to. You know, I just don't talk to people just because just to burn time. No, I ain't got time to play. I ain't got time to waste time. Yeah, I don't have time to waste time. And if I don't go into things like, okay, I'm gonna just do it. Just, you know, people just live in the moment. I don't want to live in the moment, because living in the moment is temporary. I want to live forever. You know, so when I meet people, like, it's, you know, sometimes and what I realized too, you know, with being delivered and just overcoming some situations, sometimes God will put you in a situation that could kind of be tempting, that could try to test your faith, or to test you and to take you back to where you used to be. But you have to stand 10 toes down and be like, hey God, why do you have me here? You know, you have to question it, like, why do you have me here? And you have to like realize what it is, why he got you there, why he got you in that person's life, and then just deal with that. Because if you do his will first, and then everything else will fall into place, as long as you do his will first. But a lot of times we move off our flesh, like, and I don't ever want to, like, I've moved off of my flesh in the past, and it wasn't pretty. You know, so you have to overlook something like that. I know this might look good on this side, but Lord, I'm gonna stay with you. This might look good, but I'm gonna stay with you. You know, so it's just real life out here.
It's real.
Yeah.
Life made me realize it was real at a young age.
Exactly, and I'm grateful for it though. You know, I'm really grateful for it, like, because, like, I swear there ain't nothing that I know I can't make it out of. Like, after despite all the things I've been through, there's nothing that I cannot overcome. Like, that's why I'm not moved. When certain things happen, I'm not moved. It's okay. All is well. I might get a little anxious, but still all is well.
That's how I feel. Even when I'm not okay, I'll be okay.
Yeah. You have to be like that. Because every day you wake up, it's a new opportunity. It's another chance to get it right. And you know, so many people take their lives for granted. But waking up is the biggest blessing God could have ever given us. You know, because who's to say, what if we die right now? Somebody come shoot this place up right now. What matters is where you're going to go after this. That's why you try to live your life as best as you can. You try to treat people right, even those that don't love you. You still try to treat people right, you know, regardless of what it is. Because I don't want God to come back and get me and I go to hell. No, I want to go to heaven. Like, I don't want my liver to be the beige, you know. So that's why every day I be trying to like get myself together, you know, because I'm like, Lord, this could be my last day.
That's what,
you know.
Yeah, that's a fact. And like with everything going on in the world, it just makes you like just snap in and like you got to get your life right.
Yes.
You got to make the right choices, the smart choices.
Exactly. That's why I ain't time to be arguing with nobody on the phone.
I don't. That's me. I don't do conflicts. I'm so nonchalant. I will walk away.
Yeah.
You get that feeling like I'm a care. Like I care, but I'm not gonna argue with you.
Right.
It's too much happening in the world for me to argue with you, get upset,
Exactly.
storm back and forth, exchange back. Like I don't got the time.
Yeah,
that ain't for me.
Exactly.
It's the energy like I could put somewhere else.
Yeah.
Some positive, not an argument.
Right.
That's why I don't have friends, cause like nobody's like they not on what I'm on. It's just like I want success for them more than they want for themselves.
Yeah.
That's not good. So I just took myself out. But, you know.
Yeah, that's true. You know, that I definitely I'm with you with that one. You know, and I find myself pushing the issue with this one individual. You know, I've been pushing the issue, but I'm like at this point, like Shan, take a step back because they gotta want it for themselves. You can't want it more than they want it. You know, so I'm taking my step back. You do you. You need some help, I got you. But besides that, I can't do it for you. You know what I'm saying? But I really just be wanting the best for the people that's around me. Like I do. I don't have friends at all, but I mean, I feel like God is going to send me those Jonathans in my life. You know, He's going to send me those right people to be there. They're not going to only just serve one purpose, but serve multiple purposes. You know, and it's all for the positive meaning, not nothing negative. You know, people just don't understand. Like, I swear, like,
I laugh. Like, just like, because they don't, like, I don't think nobody, like, what I've been through, well, I can say nobody, but I just feel like, it literally took the strongest to survive. The trauma, the trials.
Shine inspires, shine inspires, shine inspires, yeah.